Hi everyone, thought everyone needed a little bit of entertainment, so here's my new BeeZy channel. Not too sure how it's going to go, never thought in my life I would do videos for online, but I think the world needs some entertainment right now, so I apologise in advance if I'm not the best presenter or the best chef, but coming from the BeeZy kitchen in Launching Place, Victoria, we are going to make pumpkin soup today. So you will need a pumpkin sourced from your local produce store. Thank you, Launch Fresh. You will need chicken stock cubes. You will need the Keen's curry powder. And you will also need some coconut milk. I like to use coconut cream because it makes it a lot thicker. And you can either cook your pumpkin in a pot, like traditional soup, or I've got my soup mate, love my soup mate, highly recommend buying a soup mate, makes things so much easier. So I'm going to fast forward a little bit with cutting up the pumpkin, and I'll be back to you shortly. Okay, now I'm back. So I've cut up some pumpkin. It was Jap pumpkin. I really like the flavour of Jap, into little cubes, and the reason I've done cubes is because the vegetables in a soup mate needs to be done in cubes. Otherwise, if you're doing a big pot, you could do it in big chunky pieces and things. So there is 3 cups worth of cubed pumpkin in here. So I'm going to pop that into my soup mate. I've just lost one of them over there. And I'm going to make up 3 cups of chicken stock and see what fits in my soup mate. You can't overfill the soup mate. I have done that before, and I have had a disaster happen in the kitchen where I had soup going everywhere. So it does say don't go over the line, and I didn't listen to that. Anyway, so I've got 3 stock cubes. So there's 1 stock cube to 250 ml of water, and I'm using cold water here once again because it's just the soup mate, but you can make up your stock. 1 stock cube generally to a cup of water. I like using chicken stock. Sometimes you can use beef, but chicken and pumpkin goes really, really well. So that's all in now. The water all nicely dissolved. And I'm going to pop it into my soup mate. So my soup max is there. Let's just pour up to there. Because I've got that residual in the bottom. Just get a spoon out and pop that in there. So I'm not going now, actually. Perfect. Actually worked. I didn't actually measure this out, so I'm not sure how it's going to go. I know the ingredients for this soup, but I'm not one of those chefs that you just throw everything in. Alright, so next is the Keen's curry powder, key for this beautiful pumpkin soup. I like to use 1 teaspoon. I like it to be a little bit bitey. Try half a teaspoon if you're unsure, or put a little bit extra in if you do like your curry. So just 1 in. You can always add it later on. Now with the coconut cream, I'm going to use that later on and mix it through because it's the fluid's not going to actually fit in here, and then I'll just heat it up just a little bit later. So with the soup mate, pretty simple. Got to make sure that everything is locked in correctly. I haven't used this for a while, so bear with me. Otherwise, if it's not locked in properly, it will not work. It's got safety functions on it. So turn on, and all I have to do, there's chunky soup and there's smooth soup on here. I just hit smooth soup, and we'll wait for it to finish. It takes about 20 minutes, and I'll be back. Okay, well the soup is almost done. It's simmering away quite nicely. Welcome back. Soup's done. So I'm going to put the coconut cream in there now. Give it a really good shake. I have removed a little bit of soup from here, from that line, and I will just mix all of it later, just so we don't get it overflowing. Pop that cream all in there, mix it up to that line. It is smelling lovely. Okay, pop the lid back on, and all I have to do is pulse it. And that's it. The pumpkin soup is done. Okay, so just going to serve it up now. If you're doing it in a pot, you can make it a bit thicker. It is actually quite nice as a thin soup as well. You shouldn't need to add any salt because the chicken stock's quite salty in it. Yeah, lovely. So, if you're wondering what you can do while we're all locked up at the moment, why not make some soup for lunch? This one in particular is nice. See ya. This is from Riley here. He's saying I've got to use my hands and say that the soup is almost done.